Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I just want to say hello to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you were able to get outside. I know I did. I kind of froze my little butt off today, but I did make it out, and I stayed out a long time for that. It's spring now, so in my area I look forward to this kind of weather, and I kind of didn't put the right jacket on. I was a little underdressed, but I made it. I even made a video out there when I was freezing my little buns off. So anyway, I just encourage you, to get outside, get out in nature somewhere. There's got to be somewhere where you can go. And I know, this weekend I'm going to look for a place where I can go, a different place. I want to get away from my area and make a video. So hopefully that all goes well. It will be something new. So not only for me, but also for you, Anyway, I really want to reach out. Make sure you're taking good care of yourself, and not only you, but your loved ones, like your husband, wife, and if you have special friends out there. I know I have a special friend, so you do want to make sure you're there for your loved ones. Sorry about that, is your children and your animal friends, the furry and the not so furry friends. So you want to be kind to them, make sure they are getting well fed, not too much. But I know they're so cute. You just want to give them all your leftovers on your plate when you get done eating. Some of you might do that. I know I was guilty of doing that. I don't know if all that's good for them. Vegetables got to be good for them. So I know they're a lot of fun, though. Animals are. I used to have a pet parrot before. That was interesting. That parrot kept me company. Loved being in the kitchen. Well, I loved having the parrot in the kitchen with me. So, it could watch me cook, and it was always curious to what I was making next. And it was interesting how many different things that parrot would eat. I was amazed. It loved olives, black olives. I love, I could eat anything. You could feed me it and I'll eat it. Nope, gone. I'll be your garbage disposal. It's so bad. But now I laugh at that, but right now I'm a vegan, so I don't eat any of all that stuff like I was. But really, I'm not a picky eater. I do like food, though, I definitely have to say. I actually had an appointment today to see my therapist, and she thought I kind of looked on a thin side. And it's kind of funny of her timing of asking me about my weight. And I weighed myself this morning before I headed out, and I was like, wow, I'm doing good. I'm actually right where I want to be with my weight. So, a vegan diet, way to go, So anyway, I do hope you're eating really good, healthy food, that is. Stop going to Burger King or McDonald's and all those fast food places. That will catch up to you later on. I know my stomach never really agreed to Burger King food. I wasn't a McDonald's fan at all because I used to work at Burger King. But yeah, so anyway, before I get started, I want to reach out to all of you. If you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. I'm glad that you came here to visit and check this out. So before I get started, you can always like my video. I'm not going to get mad at you if you do. You can always leave a comment down below, and I'll even let you share. You don't even have to ask permission or anything. You could share away. I used to think that on Facebook there was stuff, and I'm like, oh, I liked what they had, but I didn't know, do I need to get permission to share that? And so you don't have to get my permission to share my video. That is absolutely free. And also with subscribing, I used to think that cost something because I never was on YouTube before, and that's free too. So make sure nobody's charging you to subscribe. You don't want to be paying money to subscribe to a YouTube channel. That's a no-no. So anyway, I love all of you. You are so beautiful inside and out. And so anyway, today I wanted to talk about a different topic. As always, I try to keep things going. Today I wanted to talk about, are you wasting your time? And that goes along with, are you wasting your life, really? If you're wasting your time, you might be messing things up for later on in your future, you know. And I've made other videos. I got so many of them that I have not put out yet. You know, I got a lot of outdoor, you know, like videos that I've made, tons of those. And those are always packed with goodies in those videos. I always seem to have different kind of stuff going on in when I go outside to make videos for some reason. So whatever that reason is, for some reason I'm more focused, you know, when I'm doing videos in my home, you know. So anyway, I want to talk to you about, like, are you wasting your time? What do you do, you know, like when you wake up in the morning, for instance, you know. I am a very busy person, and I'm the type that I love having something to do. I am not the type of person to lay around and do nothing. Absolutely not. Not this girl. And so I do like to be busy throughout my day. And you know, with me, I'm like, man, there's so many things to do in one day. You know, like I run out of time. And so I've been having a very hard time because I used to have my own cleaning business, you know, in the morning and afternoon times, you know, and then I would do my walk, and, you know, I meditated in the morning. You know, like I did so many things in the morning before I even went to work, like my dream study. Either I was writing it out, you know, like when I woke up, because I might have just had one, and then I was studying it online about what it meant before I went to work. I wanted to know how to do my day. And so then I would meditate, you know, and get my breakfast really quick, you know, and out the door I went, you know. And now I don't have to, you know, like go out and clean anymore. You know, I stopped doing that to do YouTube videos. So, and so it is now, you know, I thought, well, you know, now I don't have my cleaning business. Now, you know, everything should go really easy for me. And I can't believe it. I'm having a really hard time with my schedule. You know, even though I don't go to work, I actually, something happened to me. I don't get it, is that I was fine until I did get COVID a while back. And ever since that time there with COVID, I've been off track with my schedule a little bit. And I'm like, why is this happening? Where, you know, I don't know if you go through this, if you wake up in the morning and, you know, like, and it takes hours, you know, like to just get out of bed. I'm like, this is weird. I just don't understand this. Before, you know, when the alarm would go off, I'm like, all right, it's 4 o'clock, you know, I got to get up, do my stuff, and, you know, because I got a job to go to, you know, but I got all these other things that I wanted to do before I went to work, and I would go to work at 10 in the morning, that is, you know. So I don't know how you start your day, you know, where I did have a very special friend said, hey, you know, you shouldn't be going on the computer in the morning, you know, you should go out and go out in nature somewhere in the morning. And I'm like, you know, I actually had it all backwards. I was always doing so many things, and then I would reward myself and say, now that you got all this taken care of, now you could go out in nature, you know, go for your walk. You know, there's a certain time of the day that I want to go out, especially in my area where it's warmer in the afternoon time, you know, like 12 o'clock, 1, 2 o'clock, you know, so I always try to get out at that time. But now, you know, I don't know about in the winter time. I'm not going to want to get out there, you know, at 9 o'clock or even 10 o'clock when it's 20 or 30 out. I mean, those people sometimes they don't have temperatures like that in their area, so it would be easy to jump out of your bed and like see the sun and like, hey, yeah, it's like already 40 out this morning, and that's quite cold to jump out of your bed running out to 40. You know, it might even be warmer, maybe 50 in the morning. That would be awesome. So yeah, it's the so what do? Do you wake up, you know, like how do you start your day? What's the first thing you do? You know, mine was doing my dream study, writing it out especially. And now I don't do that now. Now I write it out, of course. And like today, I have not done my dream study yet. I really have not. I left a quick message. I did some putting stuff out on Facebook for videos and stuff. I reached out to a special friend today, which was, I broke my rule today because I had an appointment, at 11:30. So, then I did my walk after that. So, I don't know about you, but my time, maybe this doesn't apply to you. My time is precious, I was going on Facebook for a while every night, like for 2 to 3 hours. I'm not kidding you. And I realized, this is taking a lot of my time out of my life right now. And there was not really anything going on as far as communication goes, So I had to kind of back off of that a little bit because it was hogging a lot of my time up. So that's why I say, really, if you want to get in touch with me, really Instagram, if you're really serious about talking, like wanting to know something, or something like that. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for on Facebook. I'm really not looking to get hooked up with anybody right now. Like I've mentioned to several men, I let them all know that I'm working on myself, where I haven't been on lately because I am actually trying to get to bed earlier. I'm having a hard time waking up, or, early. I don't want to be waking up at 11 o'clock in the morning. We're getting out of bed at 11 o'clock. So now I have to trick myself. I got to set my alarm clock back to 5 o'clock, not 4 this time. And when I set it up for 5 o'clock, what I notice, it takes me, I don't know, it just takes me 2 hours to snap out of it, get out of that dream state. And sometimes I end up dozing back off a little bit, and I start dreaming again. And then by the time I wake up and look at the time, I'm like, it's 7 o'clock, I want to get up. So, I don't know if you waste your time, do you spend your days, like some people, they, I've talked to some people on Facebook. I'm like, man, anytime I go on Facebook, you're there. What do you do all day? I was wondering do you even go to work? How is it possible? You're from another country, but if I go on in the morning, when I don't really do Facebook in the morning, it really messes my whole day up. I got other things that I got to work on. I always like to try to leave Facebook at the end of the day, because it distracts me in my daytime or morning, where, sometimes I swear some people, they live on Facebook or Instagram. What are you doing with your life? Are you wasting your time away? Are you really counting your, scheduling your day out right? People say they're working, but I don't see how you're possibly working, or maybe you're not that hard of a worker, I know when I worked, I didn't have time to go on Facebook or check out who's on Instagram or any of that stuff. When I went to work, I went to work, I listened to YouTube videos, but it didn't stop me from getting my job done, so that's a different thing. If you're listening to a video, as you're working, hey, you're doing two things at once, so, are you wasting your time? My time is precious. I can easily hand you, here you go, $20. I know some of you probably like, oh, we got to get right to her, I need some money. No, don't do that. I'm going to tell you to pray about it. Go and ask the universe to help you, because I'm not a bank here. So, because there's a lot of scammers out there, they watch my videos or they see me on Facebook, and then, then they tell me all these sad stories of all this and that. And it's like, don't even bother telling anybody else that, I do care. It's not that I don't care, but you know what? I'm taking a step of faith in my life. I ended a cleaning business, even though I'm rich and abundant, when I do say that, then people think, wow, she just said she's got a lot of money right now in her bank, it is so funny. So how people look at things, but, right now, for as far as YouTube, it takes some time before the money starts popping in. So yeah, this is a step of faith, you'd be surprised what's going on in my house, even though I might hand out money to people here and there for whatever reason, is that, I'm trusting the universe right now. And so you gotta, it's a scary place to be in sometimes where you're like, things might look a little shaky to you. But, you do the best you can and you just trust the universe. So if you're out there scamming people, looking for a free handout, do what I'm doing. I'm taking a step of faith. Right now I'm not getting any checks that come in my mail, for my income. Where some people might think I'm so loaded with money because I live in the United States. Yeah, you're right. I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm abundant, So anyway, like I said, it's easy for me, like to hand people money. I have a hard time actually spending money on myself, which is really horrible that happens. But the universe is showing me that, what, go out and treat yourself for, once in a while. You deserve it, So anyway, what do you do in your morning? Like when you work, do you really work when you're working, or are you goofing off? I take my work serious. There's times I might be on Facebook, but, that might be that I am working. You might see me on Instagram. I actually have I'm reaching out to people that are supporting me, and so I'm not wasting my time when I reach out to those people or whoever, because they are helping me out. So I don't want to be on Instagram or Facebook where my time is being wasted. I can't talk like for 2-3 hours about how much somebody's in love with me. I have better things to do. How much I could get done in the 3 hours time. So what do you do after you get done with work? Do you sit down and watch TV and for a few hours, or watch your favorite sport on TV, or you got to really think of what you're doing with your time, and how old are you? Do you even have time to waste? Where I don't. I'm like, like once I stopped, I was very busy before I stopped my cleaning business, and now, I am still busy, but, I have to work on the schedule, try to figure out what works out good for me, later on, I normally work on my video making, and, like today, I went out and took a walk, so I did kind of two things at once. I get out in nature, and then I'm like, hey, I'm at a bench, I'm right by the river, I might as well make a video. I was cold the whole time I made that video. That stuff that went through me, and there's no porty potty out there. So yeah, it's just that you do not want to waste your time away, your life away, because you don't want to be like 90 years old and look back and say, hey, what did I achieve in my life? And then you look at it and you're like, I don't have anything. What am I going to show my grandkids? What am I going to show them that, I've been doing my whole life? Did I just go to work and, maybe I went outside for a hike that day, and, are you exercising or meditating or anything? It's really important to really take care of your body, and not only that is to eat healthy, and it's not easy. I gave up all the kind of food I liked. I really liked eggs in the morning. I don't eat eggs anymore. I never really cared for beef, because it's so greasy. Even though the steak tasted juicy, like at the point when I was eating it. But I don't eat, I'm probably making some of you hungry right now. But I do not eat meat anymore, or seafood. How hard that was? I thought, well, fish is healthier, but I gave that up. I don't even eat venison meat. I used to really love venison meat, but I realize I love my dear friends. I do. I love all of them. Like the chickens that, I ate a lot of chicken, and so now I have a vegan diet, so are you exercising? I'm going to be jogging soon. I'm waiting for the weather to get a little bit warmer out there. It would be nice if it at least is like 50 in the morning, or a little bit warmer than that. to start jogging. I know some people, they go out and I'm like, I'm freezing. I get cold just watching them. I'm like, how are you out there at this time in the morning? I got my winter coat on and you're out here jogging. I don't know how they do it. So, I am a very busy girl. But there is a point of being busy in the wrong way. You could be busy, but what are you busy doing? I heard somebody a while back, I always heard this all the time. He can't do it because he's busy. Well, I'm busy too. You always want to pick me because you think I'm not busy. I have a life, we both work, but he's always busy. You don't want to bother him, because he's always busy. But what is he busy doing? There could be, maybe he's busy drinking, like I was before. It was like 3 hours every day that I was trying to find time to make videos. And I'm like, where am I going to get the 3 hours from? Where am I going to get time? I don't have any time to make videos for YouTube. I clean, I meditate in the morning, I do my dream study in the morning, and then I go to work, and then I come back, and then sometimes I got to go back out to work again later on in the afternoon, and then I go and take my hike, and I'm like, where's the time? Where do I have time to fit in and making a video for YouTube, or even Facebook at that point, and then I realize, when I get out of work, when I'm done with my hiking, normally, either last year I did this a lot, was I'd go out and work on my 5D fort, which is a mess right now. I went out there, it fell apart. But yeah, so last year I spent a lot of time working on my fort. And well, actually, I say that my fort fell in, but somebody helped it because I seen the way it all was. Somebody had destroyed my whole area, but that's okay. I was working on that last year. I spent the whole entire spring and summer out there at my 5D fort. That's where a lot of my time went. After I got done with work, boom, there I went. I had my bags with me and all my goodies with me and fed the birds and did some videos and then I realized, this is all fun out here at my 5D fort. And then I realized some of the days, I would be home, I'd get done with my 5D fort, come home, get, get cleaned up, because I would get dirty out there, because I'm a tomboy. I'm not afraid of work or get dirty. So I would get dirty and I would clean up, and then I was in my apartment, listening to my music and smoking my weed, with my incense lit, of course. Don't want the landlord to know. Shh. So anyway, then I realized, there's three hours of, wasting my time. I enjoyed dancing, I did, and now I'm like, I got to get back in this shape because I don't dance anymore, really. It's hard to find the right kind of music that I like to dance to. I know some dancers, they like to dance to anything. I love to sing and dance. Michael Jackson is probably one of my favorites for when it comes to dancing. I love watching him dance. Wow. And singing, I love to sing. So that was 3 hours, that I wasted of dancing in my apartment, going all around my apartment everywhere, and smoking dope. And so, I realized I need to give my smoking and drinking wine. I did. I gave it up. And not only I gave it up for myself, is I gave it up because there's a special friend out there that he let me know, hey, if you want me, you're going to have to stop smoking your weed. I'm not interested in going out with you if you're smoking pot. And I'm like, all right. There it goes. Ching! I just threw that away. All right, now I'm ready. Oh, no, now you got to do this here. Oh, really? That too. Okay. So I've been working hard, in my life for not only myself, but somebody that I really care about, somebody that's been there for me all this time. So really, I wonder, what do you do in the daytime? I do know some people in my in the past that I would have gone to their house or whatever, and they watched football all season. They gambled on it and all that stuff, and I'm like, wow, that's a big time waster right there. Because really, do you really need to sit and watch And I've known a lot of other men that, like people that I've known or met, where it's kind of funny where some people, they claim that they're right into the football game, and all they really do is they go online somewhere and find out, like the juicy stuff, like where they don't have to sit and watch the whole entire game, so they hurry up and learn everything that went on with their teams, and then they go out in public to their friends that are really into football, the ones that sit there from the very beginning all the way to the end of the football thing, and then they're like, oh yeah, did you hear about this? And so it's kind of funny. One is really into the football and the other one is really not. And so why do you even bother looking it up? Do you, like why would you even waste your time, because really you're, apparently you don't have, like you really don't care about it as much as you want to pretend that you care about it, so there's some men out there that are kind of fake. They want to keep up with their friends and act like they are in the same thing like football. And so they do that. They, it's like cheating a little bit. You're kind of cheating a little bit. You really, you didn't sit there and watch the whole game and all that. And I did. I sat and watched football for a whole year in a relationship before. And, I learned a lot about football. I said, oh, this is a bunch of set up stuff, there was a lot of, and I realized that a lot of those teams were a certain group of people that in the history, there was a documentary on Netflix that I watched during that time, and I was learning the history and found out the names of all these football games and how they actually started out in the beginning, and I'm like, this is all set up stuff. People wasting their money and on gambling about this stuff, and a lot of cheating goes on football games, and people are putting their money out, illegal gambling and stuff like that on football, where they had certain sites to go on, to put money on these games, and it was a big time waster, think of the things that you could have been doing instead of sitting there watching a football game. What are you really doing to be a higher version of yourself? What are you really doing, to work on yourself watching a football game? Now, unless you were going to go out and play football and you're going to learn how to play football and use it as a sport, like with your kids or your friends or whatever, that's all good, then you can learn how to play football and all that, but I doubt that's really what's going on. Or going out to bars at night on the weekends, hanging, a lot of pick-me-ups out there, where guys and girls, I used to go out, but I told people I didn't come out here to get hooked up with anybody. I just came out here to dance, I'm like, we're out here to dance. I'm not looking for a one-night stand or friends with benefits, so I used to get hit on a lot going out on the dance floor. I love to dance. I actually was, at that time when I went out, I was quite popular. People were really shocked. I actually had a lot of compliments on my dance moves. So, and then, I thought I was great until another girl went out there and she had a hula hoops that lit up. And I'm like, wow, look at her go. But it was interesting. I love going out to dance. And I haven't gone and done that in years now, since before COVID actually. That's the last time I went out dancing anywhere. But that was something I enjoyed on, especially a Saturday night. Woohoo! That was my time. I'll take the whole dance floor over. I don't care if anybody dances. More room for me. So anyway, do you get out? Do you work with your, if you got a family, are you helping them to become really good kids? Where do you spend your time? Some people, they might be workaholics, are you working too much? You don't want to be too busy, like I said earlier about somebody I knew before. Well, I still know them, where, their excuse was, hey, I'm too busy. I can't help you here because I'm too busy. I'm like, be truthful at least, are you too busy or you just don't want to? There's a difference, where, people might say, oh, he's too busy, but I'm going to ask you now. Well, I'm too busy too. We're both too busy now. But what are you too busy doing? Are you too busy working, or, what is it that you do? I had somebody reach out to me. They're like, wow, you're changing, like I don't see you anymore. Well, you know what? I realize that I'm wasting my time. I do. My time is very precious. If I give you my time, that means talk about something that's worthwhile to keep me there. If you're just going to tell me that I love you and I love you, I love you, I'm really in love with you. How many times am I going to hear that in 2 hours, really? That's my time being wasted, I have better things to do, like to be around that, I say to meet me on Facebook, not to try to get hooked up with me. That's not why I'm sending you to Facebook or Instagram. It's to really to see, maybe you can help me a little bit. Maybe I can help you or something. It's not a dating site. I'm not there for a dating site. There's dating apps out there for that, and I'm not on one. So you really need to really, use your time wisely. I don't get enough hours in a day. I want to go to bed earlier. I got to go to bed earlier so I can wake up earlier, so I don't want to, just be wasting my time at night where I'm so tired and I'm trying to get off of Facebook, and, and I'm like, okay, it's time for me to get off. And it might be like 8 o'clock. I'm letting everybody know. Here I'm talking about maybe 7 guys at the same time. And I'm like, all right, it's nice talking to you, but I got to go. And, by the time I get off, it's a half hour later, and then I get to the last person. I'm like, oh, it was nice talking to you. Oh, but can you stay? I just got on. Can you stay? No, I don't want to be rude to anybody, but really, I got to go. You know how long it took me just to get to the last person to actually say goodbye, because I don't want to be rude to anybody. So you really, my time is precious. If you want to talk to me on Facebook or Instagram, give me something to talk about. Really, I do want to reach out to you, but I don't want to talk about the same topic repeatedly over and over and over again. Because I could be making videos. I could be working on my thumbnails. I could be, doing so many other things. I could do an extra meditation or read a book, where that is more valuable than to talk about something that has nothing to do with being a higher version of yourself, or, help me. I need help to how to be a better husband or a better boyfriend or whatever. That's what I'm really reaching out to people for Facebook for, is not to, I don't mind, like, if you say you like me, but let's talk about some other things, because I do get the same messages from a lot out there on the same topic. So imagine just talking to like 7 guys and they're all talking about the same topic. That gets much after a while. I love all of you, I really do, but I can't have, my special friend says, if you're not helping me evolve, then you are a distraction, really, and I can't be distracted. I got so much going on, so yeah, I want to go back out on Facebook. But, talk to me about something, that's meaningful. And not that you're not meaningful. It's just that, I'm not on a dating site there. I'm not. But I do love all of you. And, don't take this to the heart too bad. It's just that, I don't want you wasting your time. And I don't want my time being wasted either. And, you can like my videos and leave me a comment. And I want to talk to you, but we got to have something more to talk about, like Instagram is a great place, better than Facebook, really, to be honest with you, where you can tell me stuff and I can get back in touch with you. But if I'm going to go on Facebook and see the same repeated messages over again, I'm not going to really respond and reach out, because it's just, then it makes me wonder if you're even real, are you a robot, So I love all of you. I hope you're not wasting your time, because you know what, time does go fast. Like it says, we got 24 hours in a day. I got like so many hours you're sleeping, and when you wake up, what time do you go to sleep? I got to go to bed early. I was staying up at 11 o'clock, 8 till like 11, talking on Facebook. And I love talking, but, that's a long hours there on Facebook, to be out there. I don't need my energy being sucked out of my life, out of my body, and that's what was happening. So I love all of you. Don't be afraid to reach out to me, but really Instagram is the best place, where I might not be there right at the time. And if I am on there and you're reaching out to me, it might mean that I am busy. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing and get right there. I'm on there for a reason, so, got to be patient with people. I do love all of you. This is Starlight. You just make sure you take good care of yourself. Make sure you get out in nature, get some sun, get some air. Think of the time that you spend. Where is your time being spent? Are you wasting your life away, your time away, or other people's time away? You got to really use your time wisely, while you have it, before you know it's the next day and the weekends. Like time goes fast. I can't believe April is going to be here before you know it. I have a grandson's birthday coming up. So anyway, I love all of you. And if you do want to reach me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight, or you can leave a message down below. Oops. Or, also you can like this video and share it with your friends or family, and you can subscribe, and that is for free. So anyway, I do love all of you, and you enjoy your day. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.